everybody. Quiet, listen to me. We're going to start a show.
Okay, I guess we're back now, and this is the Ink and Paint Club podcast.
Woo!
the newly formed news show.
From popular demand.
Yeah, actually, I guess it was by popular demand. In the survey, I said that we should shorten the episode, so we decided to split the podcast up into two shows.
You always listen to the survey.
I caved to peer pressure. So, anyway, welcome to the Ink and Paint Club podcast news show, where we talk about what's going on in the world of animation, cartoons, comics, what have you.
Action news.
Action news. I need to find an action-y theme song for the show, but in case you were wondering, Andy's really high on Robitussin, apparently.
I'm not high on Robitussin. Yeah, you're right. I thought I was just being delightfully quirky.
I think you are, but
Just
in case anyone...
A little from column B.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes I'll be quirky.
Yeah, so basically, since this is the first news show, we're going to try to keep this to maybe like a half hour, just talk about what's going on in the news of the art world. And then on Wednesday, these are supposed to come out on Monday. This one specifically is probably going to be a little late because it's Tuesday right now. And then
we took a holiday.
We did take a week off because of technical issues. And then our normal topic podcasts will come out on Wednesdays, and those we're trying to shorten those down to an hour. So now you're all caught up.
Science!
Yeah, Bill Nye and all that. So, I guess let's not stand on ceremony and just hop right into the news.
Would you say we should pull the trigger?
We're not making that a catchphrase, Andy. I don't promote suicide.
Fine. But, wait, I have some news. Now, this is from the news segment last time we were going to do it, but
okay.
I just want to hear JD's response to this. Minions is the third highest grossing animated film of all time now.
When I heard, I'm not surprised, but it still makes me unbearably sad.
Why? You don't like Minions?
It's not that I don't like Minions. I think I've said it on the show before. I don't like how much it's shoved in my face. I don't like anything that's oversaturated. And
yes, but where are you going that you're seeing all these things?
Supermarket.
Any store I go to.
Toy store.
I went to Target today, and I saw no less than 5 Minion things on my way into the door.
No, really? Still?
Just walking into Target, I saw Minion T-shirts and cups and backpacks, and
no shit.
think there was just
have you been to a Target lately? I mean, I would have thought it'd be all Star Wars now.
The front door had Star Wars stuff, but there was still Minion stuff littered in there.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Star Wars Minions?
Don't.
That's going to be a thing, and I know it.
No. Just leave it be. They're two different companies, so I don't think they would.
Oh.
Until Disney buys Illumination, which they might. They want to own everything.
Well, shit, they already made how much money off of Force Friday? From me, probably. I
don't know what Force Friday was.
Force Friday. Well, I guess it's kind of news. I mean, it was a big deal. But, for anyone who wasn't aware, it was Force Friday last weekend. Last week. Force Friday is what they were calling when they were releasing the new Star Wars merchandise, which... If anyone doesn't know, Star Wars is kind of a big deal when it comes to merchandise. Yeah. The figures for when Phantom Menace came out were a very big deal, and it's the same thing with this one, because obviously we're thinking this might not be, the unfortunate circumstance. Yeah, I mean, granted, I'll argue that Phantom Menace was the least problematic of all the prequels.
Well, I
podcast.
think I don't have nearly as much problem with the prequels because I saw them as a child. So
The pod racing was pretty cool.
the pod racing was amazing. That
Now,
is
are you
like
quoting? Now, hold on. Are you quoting Clerks?
what?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I
In
want my
Clerks,
$5 back.
in Clerks the animated series, when Randall was going and he was demanding money back from everybody, and he went on, he like destroyed George Lucas.
Wrote it in a weekend.
I need to watch Clerks animated again. I love that show.
But Force Friday was cool. You know, Rebels is still picking up, and I think that this got renewed for a second season, which I thought was kind of neat.
I still
It's
haven't
kinda-
watched it.
I haven't watched it either, but I think it's great that Star Wars is, you know, still as big a deal as it used to be. I'm
My-
glad to see that it's getting some rejuvenation thanks to Abrams and company.
Yay!
My girlfriend picked up the, I guess the new guy, whatever, from the cartoon show as an Infinity. And she's like, hey, look, Aladdin has a figure.
I mean, he does, but
I was
I mean-
like, oh, yeah.
The ironic thing is, Aladdin does indeed have a figure.
it's sitting in our living room.
I want Hercules.
Yeah, why
That
isn't
would be
Hercules
good.
one yet?
I would totally buy a Hercules figure.
I don't understand why they don't release all the old characters. It's not like they're going to lose money on it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because
Disney
they gotta
being weird.
they gotta capitalize on what's popular. So that's why it's Star Wars and Inside Out and the Good Dinosaurs coming out.
That synergy shit is stupid, though.
Oh, but Kyle,
I
you
mean,
still
I'll-
gotta send me my Disgust figure.
Yeah, when I get some money and I don't have $6 in my bank account,
It's okay.
here, let me buy some food with $6.
You can do that.
Let me buy some gas for $6.
Not
And I'm
so
driving out to Chino.
Oh no. Kyle's life makes me sad sometimes.
Anyways,
Anyways,
So sorry to derail.
That's
so
cool.
if you guys want, you can donate to my Patreon.
we have a Patreon.
Oh,
Who would give
I
us
forgot.
money?
I would give us money.
Oh.
so how about that news?
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. That's the segue
I
I
got-
needed.
I got
Oh,
the
wait.
packet.
Here's another bit of news that I unfortunately learned today. It does have something to do with animation. Armacrog, the new game from Doug TenNapel, obviously the creator of
Oh,
Earthworm
yeah.
Jim, it got pushed back again.
Barf.
Really?
Yeah, apparently Pencil Test, the company working on it, having issues getting the game prepared. It was slated to release today. I know I was excited about it because it's the spiritual successor to the Neverhood, which, if anyone out there has not played, even if you might not like Doug Apple, I understand the guy does have some pretty whacked out, political ideas, but play the Neverhood. If you like Earthworm Jim, play the Neverhood. It's an amazing game. Totally worth playing.
Cool.
So,
But,
like,
yeah.
I haven't heard him say anything, which
I
is
don't-
weird.
I don't think he's really promoting it too much. It seems like he's letting sort of the gaming company do it. But an unfortunate bit of news, but not bad. And
Well,
I
I
was
have
upset.
I have some fortunate news then.
oh, good.
Something I'm excited for and already have tickets for. Iron Giant is coming back to theaters this month.
I gotta get my tickets for that. I'm
I
excited
already
about that.
got on mine. So this is a
Are they
little.
$6?
No, I think they're. Well, it really depends on your theater. I think.
Well, I think since it's a Fathom event, they're probably charging
Oh.
12.
Yeah, I think it was 12. I think both of ours together was about 24 something. So, anyway, the Iron Giant Signature Edition is coming back to theaters September 30th and October 4th. And I guess there's like 2 additional scenes that they're adding in. I still don't know if that's like scenes they were like deleted scenes before or they like animated new scenes. I don't know.
I don't know if it's like a screenshot from it or something, but I saw a picture and it was like a diner almost, and it had him as a mascot. And I don't know if that was like a deleted scene from the movie or something, but
It
looked kind of cool. Honestly,
it's been so long since I've seen the Iron Giant, the exact plot points have been lost on me.
I can't wait, and I'm glad to see that movie is is getting its due. I mean, it never really didn't have it, but it's nice to know that, it's seen as like an animation classic like it should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was weird because like shortly after they started doing a lot more promotion for the movie last week, Vin Diesel just puts a status out there saying like, don't be surprised if Warner Brothers announces Iron Giant 2, and then fucking every news site jumped on and was like, oh well, Vin Diesel just announced Iron Giant 2, and it's like, please don't make an Iron Giant 2. Please don't.
I don't know. If Brad Bird's in charge, I could see it being...
I just feel like Iron Giant is one of those timeless movies that really does not need a continuation, even though they kind of left that ending open-ended.
I don't think it needs a continuation, but if Brad Bird decides he wants to do it...
It'll be an all CG.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It won't be 2D because 2D is dead.
You mean like the sequel to A Christmas Story? Or all the other movies that came out that didn't need a sequel?
Yeah,
exactly.
But,
that's my point.
The big difference here, though, is that if it's Brad Bird coming back to it, I mean, George Miller returned to Mad Max after 20 years, and we got Fury Road.
That's the only Mad Max I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only I mean, I'm not going to say it's the only Mad Max you need to see. You should totally watch the rest of the series, but, I mean, it's possible when the creator of something returns to it, it can be magical. Because Fury Road, I mean, as a Mad Max fan, was amazing, and it's impressive to consider that George Miller, that movie's been in production for God knows how long.
Now, I do have a question.
Yes.
If I go back and watch the old Mad Max movies, will I see Mel Gibson screaming about the Jews?
No. Thankfully, you can separate Mel Gibson.
So I don't.
Why do you want?
I don't encourage Mel Gibson's anti-Semitic views. I just think it's funny when Mel Gibson is crazy like that time on South Park.
Well, I think this is long before that happened.
I like crazy Mel Gibson.
Don't get me wrong, he's still crazy. It's just he's not crazy.
Would you say that the new person is better than Lord Humongous?
Immortan Joe.
Immortan Joe is awesome. It's a tough call because Immortan Joe, I think, had a little bit more screen time. A lot more screen time, actually.
Just
Humongous. Walk away. Like, Humongous.
That's literally the only thing
awesome.
about Mad Max I knew going into that.
That's fine. That's fine. You should totally work on that.
And it was done on South Park too, with Butters, where he just kept saying, "Just walk away." And then there was the queef, the Mad Max queef.
Oh my god. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how to segue back into that.
There's other things to talk about. So in a bout of Nickelodeon still not knowing what the fuck to do with itself, there is I don't know if it's a rumor going around or if it's like Nick just put the thought out into the ether there, but they're looking to make an Avengers-style Nicktoons theatrical film.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
It's supposed to be a mix between live action and bullshit. Like
oh god, I didn't know that. I thought it was all animated.
That's what I read about, and
Oh.
it sounded really fucking stupid.
Like, on the one hand, it's like they want to use all the classic characters, so you get like Rugrats and Doug and Ren and Stimpy and all those guys in there. On the other hand, this sounds really dumb. Like, this sounds like Nicktoons Unite the movie, except, I'm not going to buy all the merchandise for that.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I think Nick, it was pretty obvious that they were losing their mind when they decided to give Johnny Ryan a kids show.
I still don't know how I feel about that, but I don't think it's out yet.
I've heard it's funny. I'm just still trying to wrap my head around that. I'm like, wait a minute. The guy who made Prison Pit has a children's cartoon?
I mean, you could say the same thing when they hired Jonan Vasquez to make a kids show, because you read Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, that is very much not for kids.
Yeah, I didn't really care much for Johnny.
I liked it. Or maybe I liked it in high school when I read it last, but... Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think it was hyped up so much for me that when I read it, it just didn't...
I I read another article where saying that Nick is thinking about reviving some of their old franchises. Like, I think they want to reboot Hey Arnold and Rugrats, and I think Double Dare was on there too.
Unless you get Mark Summers, it's not worth it.
No, but it was just, they were saying, it was like, oh, we may not bring these back as full series, but maybe we'll bring it back as a special or a mini-series or something. And I'm like,
I think a Hey Arnold miniseries would be kind of neat.
The only thing I took away from that is, like, are they finally going to make the Jungle movie from
Oh
Hey
yeah,
Arnold's
that's
Jungle
right.
movie that Craig Bartlett keeps saying he's going to make someday.
Well, the problem with all this is you have so many creators and so many intellectual properties and all this stuff, and they're most likely not going to tell them. And they're most likely going to recast characters and stuff.
So it'll be
it's
like the Powerpuff Girls
gonna be-
reboot?
Yeah, it's not going to be as good as people remembered.
No, it won't.
Well, I hope the original voice actors don't throw a fucking fit.
Because it's like say Earthworm Jim. Doug doesn't own the character anymore, and then you get Earthworm Jim 3, which is like universally panned. Nobody likes it. It was terrible. He had no hand in it.
I forgot that game existed.
Yeah, it's just you can't really do something like that with so many creators and so much of this crap. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's a rumor.
Yeah.
But I know Nickelodeon is struggling with their creativity because they put all their eggs in the SpongeBob basket, and they're realizing SpongeBob can't hold the fucking network anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta admit, it did a pretty admirable job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, if Nickelodeon's gonna reboot anything, can we just bring back Legend of the Hidden Temple already? Because I miss that so much.
I don't know. I don't know. Game shows don't seem to have the same draw anymore.
That's kind of true.
I don't like game shows. I just liked Legend of the Hidden Temple as a child.
Yeah, but I mean, like, remember when they fucked up Cartoon Network and they brought all the live action shows, whatever?
Yeah,
They had that Hole in the Wall show, and nobody wanted to watch Hole in the Wall.
No,
So I'm saying, like, nostalgia fact, that's cool and everything, but I don't see it happening either.
I don't either. But anyway,
Who was the voice of Olmec?
it was D. Bradley Baker.
Okay, that was it. I was trying to remember. I knew it was somebody who, like, somebody very popular.
I like D. Bradley Baker. We watched that.
Oh yeah.
We watched that I Know That Voice documentary yesterday, and he's in
Oh,
it
that's
a lot.
that is a good documentary.
There's almost a 3-minute segment of him just making really gross guttural animal noises. And it's like, Jesus Christ, how those noises come out of this man.
Oh, it's like the guy that does the voice of Perry the Platypus. Nobody knows how he makes that weird noise.
That's also D.
Oh, that is okay. Well,
No one knows how he makes that noise.
Nobody. I remember Shauna telling me because she used to be really into Phineas and Ferb, and this is like, yeah, nobody on the set of the show.
And he won't tell anybody.
It's this weird noise that he makes.
Anyway,
It's an ancient Chinese secret, I'm sure.
But he's white. Anyway, in other Nickelodeon news, in a bout of Broadway not knowing what to do with itself anymore.
I think this is kind of funny, actually.
Apparently, well, I shouldn't say Broadway because it's in Chicago. So Andy, you can go see this.
Hey!
SpongeBob the Musical coming to Chicago next year.
Okay, have you guys seen the costumes for
Yes.
people?
Yes.
They are hilariously awful.
Yes, they're like Phineas and Ferb bad. If you guys haven't seen the Phineas and Ferb play, fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think with these things, they're just trying to... Kids, as long as kids enjoy them, I think.
True.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's like when you see... Granted, it's hard to compare Disney on Ice, because obviously there you have, like, professional ice skaters doing crazy shit.
I mean,
Or like, when you go to Disneyland and stuff, one of the highest like praised things is they have the Aladdin show, and everybody loves the Aladdin show, and that's kind of like, I don't know, just a stupid play, but costume-wise, it's good.
Didn't Aladdin just not too long ago have a like a play version?
Yeah, because
Might have.
yeah, I think it was either last year or the year before that, because I had just like I happened to catch the Tonys, and there was a segment where they're performing one of the songs from it. So
I heard it was good.
Disney when Disney makes live stage versions of their properties,
they go full budget.
Yeah, they go balls to the wall, so it's usually pretty good. I still haven't seen Lion King, but everyone says it's amazing.
No Spider-Man After Dark over here. No, I've seen Lion King. It was alright. I liked it. I mean, as far as costume design and all that goes, it's like top notch.
Kyle, on the scale of musicals you've seen, where would you place that one?
I'd say about an 8. I've seen a lot of musicals. I'm sorry.
Really?
So, yeah.
Christ, I was being wow. I was just trying to be smart, but that's kind of interesting.
No, my grandparents used to take me to a bunch of theater performances, and I kind of like that because it got me away from the TV and shit.
Well, there you go. Kyle's getting cultural and shit.
Wow, that's surprise.
But I mean, the SpongeBob musical, I can't imagine is any worse of an idea than Shrek the musical.
Yeah, that fucking made gangbusters, from what I understand.
It's on Netflix, and I still don't want to watch it.
It has high critical acclaim though. Like, it's legit.
Oh my god, it's just no. Anyway, speaking of musical things that are good. Sorry, I'm really reaching for segues today. Kyle made me aware. Yeah, Kyle made me aware of this. The Gorillaz, the animated musical band that I think we all adore, or in some capacity appreciate.
Grew up with.
Sure.
One of my first shows that I saw.
Awesome.
I'm jealous now.
I don't know. I mean, this is before they got like really big. So it was very. I don't want to say underground, but it was right after Clint Eastwood came out, so they were finally starting to get some acclaim.
That's still pretty sweet though. Like,
I
really wanted to see Plastic Beach, but I don't know if they did a Europe tour or whatever. Or not.
So
I think they're only doing. No. I think they only do Europe tours anymore.
They did I think for Demon Days they did a really exclusive American tour, but
yeah, like 10 years ago.
Well,
but anyways,
I had a point to this. Oh yeah.
Anyways, so Jamie Hewitt has been posting art on Instagram, and he's showing like different the band members. They're showing like different props. He's drawing over photos, and I mean, it's cool to always see him update with the new Gorillaz art, but the reason he's doing it is because they're going to start recording soon.
Good.
Oh.
Now,
so their new album's going to start recording.
That makes me so happy. But what I want to know is when the hell are we finally going to get like that Gorillaz movie that we've been promised for so many years?
It probably won't happen with all the turmoil between the two guys. Like this already is something to be happy about.
I know.
Wait, what turmoil?
Damon Albarn, the guy who does, I guess you would say 2D's singing voice or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy from Blur.
Yeah. He and Hewitt like really got into it. They broke up.
Oh.
And that was a couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago. The last thing they did was, I really didn't like it.
The Fall?
So, no. I really didn't like it, and I'd hate to use the word shitty, but it was a shitty thing for Converse called Do Your Thing, and it was Andre 3000.
Oh.
I think I vaguely remember that.
I really didn't care for it. The only thing that's funny is they released a 13-minute version of the song, and it's just Andre 3000 screaming into the mic.
Oh god.
That's kind of funny. But
I actually love Andre 3000. I don't know. I really liked Outkast.
they're okay. I'm not too into them.
But
I didn't like Class of 3000.
I thought the show was actually not that bad. I mean, wasn't anything to write home about, but I mean, really, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, when at the time it was Class of 3000 or Juniper Lee, and it's like,
I watched the show with the
I'm
monsters.
gonna go outside. I was like, I'll go outside and play.
No, I wanted Disney and Cartoon Network just, you know what, fuck it. You guys have your vaguely Asian child monster show. Just make a crossover between Juniper Lee and Jake Long. Let's just make that happen.
That would have been cool. I just remember, like, what the fuck? There's so many parallels. Like, that is not coincidence.
No, I'm pretty sure it was all on purpose. Like Nickelodeon does with everything now. Everything's like, we gotta capitalize on these popular things. Anyway.
And you know, little fun fact here, but the creator of American Dragon is, like, super furry. Like, writing furry fan fiction and, like, really nasty.
Well,
that doesn't surprise me.
Whatever, does it for him, I guess.
I mean, his whole series is about a kid turning into a dragon.
Sexy. Anyway, I got furry things to talk about here.
Oh, good segue. Let me give you an award. Best segue of the day.
Best. Cool. I'm getting better. I'm learning.
Yeah. They hand those out pretty easily.
But anyway, I forget which studio's doing it, but we got some new screenshots of the Angry Birds movie.
I think it looks good.
Like, I'm so conflicted because, like, at its base idea, I think it's so stupid that they're making this and that they're just capitalizing on it because it's popular. But on the other hand, it actually, from this, like, the models and everything that they've shown so far, it really doesn't look that bad.
I mean, I guess my argument there would have to be, like, Angry Birds has been popular for a very, very, very long time. Mm-hmm. I think at this point, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Like, I know people always, like, shit on Angry Birds and say, oh, it's a fucking cash scheme, but it's like, yeah, but it's a cash scheme that's fucking working.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, these people clearly know what, like, I don't know, I enjoy the games. I'm not, like, an Angry Birds, like, fanatic. Like, I guess...
It's one of those things where it became like the Minions, where people were just fucking tired of seeing it everywhere. Because, well, everything had it. T-shirts, and I don't know.
What do you mean had?
To get that big in merchandise, people kind of just stopped caring.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. I always hate it when people use the excuse of it's shoved everywhere, because it's like, I don't know. I've never, like, because I can't really say anything, though, because I've used that, well, not excuse, but I've used that reasoning as to why I hate things is because it's constantly shoved in my face. So.
I was about to say, it makes me sad if you feel that way, because that's half the reason I gripe about things.
No, I mean...
That's the reason... Go on.
I mean, I get it. It's just like, sometimes, though, it's like the Minion thing. It just seemed like Tumblr and everyone was just fucking going apeshit and riding the joke into the dust. Like, yeah, we get it. A popular franchise for kids is going with a marketing blitz. But God forbid if it's fucking home. Yeah, it's like, I don't get sick of seeing Homestuck everywhere. I don't get sick of seeing Game Grumps shit plastered everywhere.
I get tired of Homestuck.
Yeah. No, I get incredibly tired of it, but I don't go on the internet and fucking make these gigantic shit posts about in all caps where I scream. I am literally screaming right now.
Literally.
Like, yeah, I don't.
I just can't. I can't even.
I let people enjoy what they want to, and unless they start to, like, engage me directly and start asking, well, why aren't you into this? I'll fucking just be able to ignore it.
Fair enough.
But, I don't know, sometimes, like, the Minion thing just got out of hand where I was just seeing constant upon constant things, but like, oh, I can't go anywhere. I can't, and it's like, well, where the hell are you going? Like, you imply, like, the way people talked about Minions or anything like that is that you literally cannot go 5 steps. That's, like, do you live in a convenience store?
Yes.
Okay. On Friday, when I get paid and I don't have $6 in my account, I will walk to the nearest shopkeep and take pictures.
What the hell is a shopkeep?
It's a California thing. You wouldn't understand.
I would have thought Old English, but okay.
Well, yeah, but anyways, I will take pictures of everything, and I will try not to make it look cherry-picked.
No, it's like, I get it, they're everywhere, but like...
Oh yeah, so about them birds.
I don't know.
How about them?
I mean, we should do a review of the Angry Birds movie when it comes out.
I'll go see the Angry Birds movie when it comes out.
Sure. Well, do y'all have any other news for the good people today?
Well, they showed pictures or commercials of that Wabbit show.
Oh yeah, I have not
Since
seen
you
these.
Forgot to say it, and it was on the docket.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
But
see
hey,
it.
whatever Kyle writes, it doesn't fucking matter, does it?
No, I just didn't see it. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Kyle yells at me all the time, and I have to go cry over in the shame corner constantly.
I think Kyle just likes saying the word docket.
It is a pretty fun word.
Like you've been really pro docket lately.
Docket.
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Docket.
I'm bringing it back. Did you get that docket?
No.
Oh.
Well, tell us about Wabbit, Kyle. I didn't see these trailers you were talking about.
Oh, they're magical. They're like, it's a picture of a hole in the ground, and then like there's voiceover from the hole, and it's like really echoey, and then it's like, hey, this show's coming out.
Oh.
And that's all it is.
Well,
but hey, it's something new.
It?
Well,
yeah,
right,
basically.
then.
What is the big deal with this Wabbit show? I can't say I...
It's a new Looney
it's
Tunes
gonna
show.
be... Yeah, it's gonna be not Looney Tunes show.
Oh.
And there's a new character. It's a squirrel, because squirrels and rabbits get along in nature.
They're both little woodland creatures.
They seem like they would get along. I mean...
Sure. Why not?
I thought squirrels and rabbits were natural enemies.
I don't know enough about nature. I'm not a biologist or a zoologist or whatever. I'm not an ologist.
So, that's it for the news report.
And that's the way the news goes.
Oh yeah, I need to put Rick in there.
No, I do it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, well, I guess that's all our news for this week. Thank you.
Justin
Oh, wait.
hunt us down.
The creator of Marmaduke died.
Oh yeah.
That was actually
Mr.
kind of
Brad
sad.
Anderson at
I never-
91.
I never read Marmaduke, but it always seemed very harmless. Except for those, like, have you guys seen the old images of Marmaduke where he was
He's angry all the time.
Like, he's
it's so
fucking
weird.
furious.
Yeah.
Like, it's if you get a chance to look up like old Marmaduke. He just has this look on his face, like I'm gonna fucking eat your face.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds horrifying.
Like, I think that joke that they made in Rick and Morty towards the end, where it's like, I never got any of that from Marmaduke. I think that's what those were referencing.
Maybe.
Probably.
That's well.
And then Owen Wilson played him with his best friend George Lopez.
Lopez.
And I'm sure he was like, I'm a dog. Wow.
Wow, that's great. Funny story about the Marmaduke movie, and then we can cut this. But my parents went on vacation. They go on vacation every year to Florida, and I always hear all about it when they come back. But the funniest story that my parents had for me about when they came back from Florida was how they watched the Marmaduke movie, and they thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. Because there's a scene, apparently, where the dogs throw a house party.
Oh.
I've never seen that before.
I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. So, like, that's how you sell a movie. House party with dogs.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
This is on my to-watch list now.
It's a completely original idea.
My parents went to Florida. They got to see all this cool stuff. My mom apparently almost got eaten by a shark.
And the highlight of their trip was
See,
Marmaduke.
that's what you write home about, not watching that movie.
No, they fucking just told me about it when they got home. It's like, did you watch the movie Marmaduke? No, I can't say I did. It wasn't on my list of movies to watch. Well, there's a scene where I'm listening to my parents tell me about this, and I'm like, Mom, you almost got eaten by a shark.
Tell me about that.
Like, tell me more about that. That's the more interesting. Yes, I'm aware the dog was wearing a lampshade on its head, but
Funny stuff.
I mean, I know it's a weird story, but I don't know. I
enjoyed
just
that story very much.
Apparently, Marmaduke is worth watching if you're if you're the parents.
All right, I will go sire a child, and then I will be in the right mindset to watch Marmaduke.
Yeah, only when you have a child can you appreciate Marmaduke.
All right.
I'm gonna get high on cough syrup and energy drinks and watch it. And we'll do a review next show.
Oh man, let me tell you, you got to get on that tussin.
Oh God. Well, before we get in trouble for illegal substances,
It's not illegal.
in mass quantities, it might be.
I mean, we're advertising it. We should get free samples.
Yeah, what the hell, Tussin? Yeah, Rick and Morty got fucking 3 S's. Why don't we just get a stockpile of Robitussin?
Because I don't need it.
Everyone needs Robitussin.
Just rub some tussin on it. Oh, old Chris Rock jokes.
Just drink some Tussin.
Anyway, that's enough for the...
Wait.
I'm trying to end this show for like 10 minutes.
Just hold on. There's no fussing when you're on the Tussin.
Yes.
That was... Alright.
Cut and print. That is the new slogan.
Alright. Well, thank you for listening to the Ink and Paint Club News Show. I hope you enjoyed our bullshittery around here. If you enjoyed this, please share it. We'll leave links to our Facebook and our Tumblr. Share those on all your media sites to all your friends and your grandmother and your parents who like Marmaduke.
Yes. They are an important demographic that must be tapped.
And there are also links to our personal pages if you want to follow us on there and get to know us on a deeper, more sensual level.
You should get to know Kyle. There's some pretty messed up stuff there.
Yeah.
A weekend with Kyle is pretty spectacular. But anyway, tune back in on Wednesday where we're going to talk about something.
Are we sure it's Wednesday? Because even you sounded confused.
Well, it's Tuesday now.
Oh.
So tomorrow? I don't know. Whenever you listen to it. The next episode that will be on the channel will be the podcast episode.
Okay.
Alright. So thank you for listening, and we will see you later. Did y'all want to say bye or anything?
Goodbye!
So rude.
I'm fine.